I mean, one of the amazing things about what Vizio brings to the table is the idea that we're direct to the glass. So, in a world where there are so many ways to watch content, you just named a couple of them, and we're subscribed to so many things. The one powerful element of Vizio's offering is that the home screen is still that first stop for every single consumer. So no matter where they're going on their content journey, maybe they're going to YouTube, maybe they're going to Netflix, they still start on the home screen. And that's true for every Vizio consumer from, who has a 2016 device, even if they just bought a Vizio yesterday. So that home screen stop is a really powerful place to encounter them the moment that they power on their device and really suggest and curate something interesting, compelling for them to watch before they move on, maybe even into an ad-free environment. So we really like to think of that home screen as a mass reach vehicle that advertisers can still really take advantage of.
Okay, so you mentioned the launch has been earlier this year. Catch us up on what's going on lately, and particularly what's in store for the holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. So earlier this year, the Vizio Branded Content Studio launched, and we spent a couple of great tentpole moments throughout the year celebrating key moments in content for brands. First, across March Madness with our partners at BetMGM. Then in the summertime, we launched a cleaning and organizing series with our friends at SC Johnson. And the holidays, we are super excited to be launching an all-new branded content series with the Home Depot. It's called Merry and Bright. And it's a four-part series hosted by Grammy Award winning, Grammy nominated, and American Idol winning Jordan Sparks, who many people will remember and recognize, and has her own catalog of holiday music. But we're really excited. Every episode, Jordan Sparks surprises a deserving family with a totally stress-free holiday makeover from beginning to end. And it's all integrated with Home Depot products, easy ways to shop. And one of the really exciting elements of the show is that it's totally shoppable. So as viewers are watching it, they're able to actually put those items they see on screen directly into their cart and recreate these holiday looks at home.
So let's talk about shoppable television. It's still, I think it's in its infancy. What do you think needs to happen to have this behavior become more of a mainstream thing?
I think you hit the nail on the head that it is still in its infancy, and we're excited to see the way that we can continue to shift this behavior where people feel just as comfortable shopping on the TV as they do shopping from their smartphone, which was obviously an evolution in itself. But what we're using in this series are QR codes, which are something that a lot of consumers are familiar with. You'll see QR code pop up on the screen when the entire holiday look is revealed, so you can shop everything at once. You'll also see it pop up when Jordan is giving you specific tips and tricks. So maybe there's a lighting tip or a wreath hanging tip that you need specific S hooks for, and you've just never seen S hooks and you don't know where to get them. Well, we're going to make it really easy for you to shop those things by popping a QR code right at the moment when you need it most. I think this is something that consumers are starting to be more familiar with, but still getting used to. So we're excited to see the way that people interact with the series in this way and making it easy for them to shop.
Is this the kind of thing that you can only do a few big sort of projects like this a year, or is there a way to scale this sort of branded content experience with television?
Yeah, I mean, advertisers are doing a lot on our home screen with regard to sponsorship, and that's something that's really scalable. So, for example, tonight Capital One is presenting the home screen experience around the World Series. So you can watch the World Series, it's presented by Capital One, and that's a pretty low lift for a brand. It's fairly simple. They deliver their brand assets to us, and we're allowed, able to promote that series on behalf of them. Branded content, to your point, is a bit more involved. We're telling stories. It's emotion driven. There's casting. We have to, actually find these families and transform their spaces. So there's more of an involved process there. But I think what we'd like to think is we're making it easy for brands to get into the content space. A lot of brands know they need to be there, but they're just trying to figure out exactly how. So we're shortening the lead time. We're making these activations come to life between 60 and 90 days for a brand, which is pretty fast for a branded content execution. We're measuring everything on the front and back end with our ACR targeting, and making it easy to prove the efficacy of these things without a lot of guesswork. So, and I think between also with the shoppable element, narrowing the funnel, so you have the high impact visibility of a series, but you also have the direct response behavior of a purchase. So I think there's a lot of innovation happening around the space, but kind of remains to be seen how it continues to evolve.
And lastly, this may be hard to answer because it may vary, but who controls these kind of execution? Are you working directly with brands? Is this a straight up media buy? Is this a specialty division who does this? E-commerce? Who's involved here?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think collaboration is definitely the name of the game here. But as you probably have seen in years past, Vizio has a really robust ads team across three coasts. So we're in LA, we're in Chicago, we're in New York, and we've developed some great relationships with brands and agencies over the last 4 years of our platform business. This is definitely an extension of that. So it's all managed service. This is not something that you can purchase programmatically, turn the faucet on and run. This is definitely curated, custom built for brands. It's 100% share of voice in this case for the Home Depot, built for them, and will be co-owned by them. So there's definitely a hands-on process. It's not just sort of rinse repeat, but it is an extension of the great relationships that we have with these holding companies and agencies. They know us, they like our offering, they like the way they're able to measure with us. They have a good customer service experience with Vizio, so they think, we've always wanted to try custom content. We know sales is a key important period around this particular quarter or season. So let's try to create something that's innovative and new with a partner that we trust. And so that's kind of been our differentiator, is that people know us, they're comfortable running our CTV inventory, and this is an extension of that.
How will people find this? How will you let them know about it?
Marion Bright is launching on Vizio on November 1st and will run throughout the course of the holiday season. You can find it on all active Vizio devices. You can also watch it on YouTube, and you can find clips and lifts from the episodes on social as well. And there'll be 3 holiday transformations plus a bonus episode with Jordan with her favorite tips and tricks for the holidays. So we hope that viewers will tune in, whether they're shopping for new holiday decor or they just want to be inspired by some great holiday stories that warm the heart. We hope that they'll really enjoy this series in partnership with the Home Depot.